Then there's my parents, absolutely crazy Irish parents. You wouldn't believe it. My mother, mad as a hatter, and very, very small. In fact, she's so short, she's the only woman I know that has to stand on a pair of stepladders to water a bonsai tree. It's true story. And I went round to their house a few weeks ago, and there she was, trying to make meringue. The recipe, it called for her to separate 2 eggs. She put one in the living room and one in the bathroom. Really, absolutely amazing woman. And then at the age of 89, right, she was 89 and she was arrested for shoplifting. Shoplifting at the age of 89, ladies and gentle peeps. Amazing. And so she was in front of the judge. And the judge looked down at her and said, "Madam, I need you to tell me what you stole, how many you stole, and why you actually stole them." She looked up at the judge and she said, "Well, Your Honour, I be stealing a can of peaches. And in the can of peaches was 3 peaches. And I stole them because I was hungry." And the judge, he looked down at her and he said, "Madam, I am sentencing you to 3 days in jail. 1 day for every peach in that can." As quick as a flash, my father stood up at the back of the courtroom and he shouted, "Your Honour, she stole a giant can of peas as well." It's true story, absolutely. And believe it or not, ladies and gentle peeps, and it's hard to believe by looking at me, but I wasn't wanted as a baby. They didn't want me. But you know, I will give my father credit, because the moment I was born, he knew instantly that I was going to be a stand-up comedian. The doctor handed me to him. My father took one look at me and said, "This is a joke, right?" Unbelievable. And then at the age of 4, he took me to one side and he left me there. But you know, when I was 7, he said, "Right, son, I'm going to be taking you to work." And I said, "Oh, that's nice, taking me to work. How special am I? So special." But on the way to work, we had to go over a canal bridge, because there was the canal underneath. And as we were going over the bridge, he would throw me in. And I would think, "Oh, what a nice dad. How special am I? He's teaching me how to swim." But what I could never understand, and I can't understand it to this day, ladies and gentle peeps, is why he would fasten me inside a trash bag first. And then when I was 16, I said to my mother, "He really doesn't like me, does he?" And she said, "Well, put it this way, son. He spent his entire lifetime searching for loopholes in your birth certificate." Wow, thanks. And then what did they do? They married me off. They married me off to the ugliest woman in Rishton, the little village I come from in the northwest of England. She was so ugly, she'd won the Miss UK Ugly competition. And you know, the first time I was with her, she looked at me and she said, "If you were to describe me as something in the universe, what would it be?" I said it would be the sun, because nobody can bear to look at you directly. It's true. Yeah. Oh, she was ugly. Honestly. She had that many wrinkles. When she smiled at me, she looked like a Venetian blind. Really. And she was one of them women that, you know, when she looked in the mirror, her reflection shrugged in horror, recoiled. And she was so ugly, King Henry VIII, he took one look at her and he chopped his own head off. Really, absolutely crazy. And something else about that woman. If Freddie Mercury is correct when he sings that fat-bottomed girls make the rocking world go round, that woman, she should be honoured for her contribution to astrophysics. Yeah, big-butted girl, she really was. Yeah, and we got married, and when we got married, even the preacher wore blinkers. She was that damn ugly. So all in all, my childhood, growing up in Rishton, my parents didn't want me. Then they married me off to the ugliest woman they could find, and then I end up in America. So here I am, ladies and gentle peeps, and thank you for inviting me. I hope you enjoyed the show. Good night. God bless.